So I'm here with Emmanuel Remy, and you've been in the business for how long, Emmanuel?
A couple years.
A couple of years, and you're with another company, and you just recently joined Coldwell Banker. And
Correct.
when you and Jane, your branch manager, decided to join our company and go through ProStart, what was your decision to kind of recommit yourselves back to the 3-week ProStart Academy?
I felt like I needed focus, and I thought that this would be a good opportunity to brush up on some things that I already knew, and then also to maybe gain some new ideas. It's definitely exceeded my expectations.
And tell us a little bit about your experience going through the class. I mean, what do you do during the class, and how has that sort of opened up your eyes to some new opportunities for your business?
I think, one of the things that keeps coming across is the value in being consistent and doing things consistently the same way. And I think that this class really helps you focus on that. I also believe that we do a lot of role playing, and so we're getting committed to scripts and saying the same things over and over again, which we see will provide value when we're talking to people out there in the public, or talking to people in our sphere of influence, or just new people that we meet every day. So I think that's very helpful.
A big focus of the class is what we call our spinning plates concept here, and we talk about sphere of influence and building a referral-based business, open houses, for sale by owners, and expireds. How has that maybe changed your focus from your business the first couple of years as an agent to what you're going to approach moving forward?
If you take just a few of those ideas and you start doing them consistently, you can see the value and how, and in the second week already, I've already seen results. So you can see the value of focusing on a couple of areas and really starting to implement them consistently, and you're going to see success.
Emmanuel, each day we focus on, we take time out of our day to make phone calls, and you've each day picked up the phone and called either relationships you already had or people you've met through your spinning plate activities. Thinking back to the 2 years before this without a structure, how often were you physically making business development activity happen each day? Thinking back to the 2 years before this without a structure, how often were you physically making business development activity happen each day?
It got pretty sporadic.
Sporadic.
Yeah.
And the results in the first 2 weeks has been appointments already.
You've
got
wrote an offer. I mean, just different things that are going to actually generate money for myself and my family.
Okay. And last thing I want to talk about is about what we call our electronic marketing presentation, our presentation for sellers, and it's a electronic piece, but we give you a script behind it that you sort of internalize and learn. How do you think that's going to help you moving forward, talking to sellers and approaching the market a little bit differently?
Sure. I've already decided that it's going to be fascinating to see how we can lose a listing when you go through that presentation, because it really is powerful. I mean, the concepts that we talk about, the terminology that's used, and again, you're not going to know it verbatim, but if you use 90% of the key points, it's going to be very powerful when you're up against other competition. And in this marketplace, the approach that the MP talks about with the people that you're sitting with, I think it's going to be a winner. So I really believe that this has been a really good experience. I'm a firm believer in the CMP.
I guess, what advice would you give to anyone who's maybe an experienced agent who just wants to go back and maybe get, like you said, the word refocused on their business? How can ProStart maybe help them do that?
I think it would be a good idea for anybody that's been with Coldwell Banker for a certain amount of time, or they come over into Coldwell Banker, to go through this class again, because if you're doing the same old things and you're not happy with the level of your business, people are buying and selling homes every single day. We just need to be the ones that win that business. I think that focusing and coming into this class to get re-energized and directed again would be very beneficial.